Brittney Griner got 9 years in prison. It's horrible. It's political. But on the upside, it is the longest contract anyone's ever offered a WNBA player. Just to be totally honest, there's kind of an upside a little bit. Yeah, let that set in. And we know it's political because we know it's political because Russia immediately offered to trade her for an international arms dealer in a U.S. prison. It's not going to happen, but also the highest trade value ever offered for a WNBA player as well. Yeah, they've never cared this much ever about a WNBA player. She's getting more done for the league in court than on the court.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about Brittney Griner, okay? And the reason why I'm talking about Brittney Griner is because she got what I believe to be an embarrassingly low contract offer from the Phoenix Mercury, okay? She got a 1-year deal that, you know, really is kind of embarrassing, okay? And one of the reasons why I'm doing this story is because I think that this contract offer kind of highlights some of the hypocrisy here from the WNBA and some of the woke revolutionaries that were complaining about the so-called gender pay gap while Brittney Griner was locked up in Russia. Remember, she was in Russia, and the woke said, well, the reason why she's in Russia, that she had to go to Russia, is because she's not getting paid enough here in the United States in WNBA. She's getting paid so little, that is why she had to go to Russia to play. Apparently, she was making millions and millions of dollars in Russia.
A lot in the public, they say, if this were an NBA star like Brittney, that it would be daily news. Do you think a gender issue is at play here?
I mean, when is it not? You know, you advocate for us in so many respects. You know, it's disappointing that the question of, you know, it being a gender issue is top of mind now when it comes to this type of circumstance. But the reality is, you know, she's over there because of a gender issue, pay inequity. I played in Russia for 4 years. I played in Poland for 1 year. I played in China for 2 years. We go over there to supplement our incomes. And quite frankly, we go over there to maintain our game. You know, our teams encourage us to keep up with our game by going over there and being more competitive. So there's so much that's at play that, you know, we live politically, intrinsically.
And I'm glad you brought up about the pay difference, because over in Russia, and top players can make upwards of $1 million.
Yeah.
And the top base salary in the WNBA is $228,000. You played in Russia. What was it like?
I had a good experience in Russia. I think that obviously the circumstances are very different.
Yes.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that, okay? Brittney Griner didn't have a drug problem, right? She had a gender problem, and that's why she got locked up in Russia, okay? Because the United States of America is sexist, okay? We hate women, and she wasn't getting paid enough here, so that's why she had to go to Russia. Incredible. And you would think by, again, this type of logic, okay? This is what, you know, WNBA players were saying. You know, WNBA was on board with all this wokeness and, oh, you know, we love Brittney, blah, blah, blah. You would think that Brittney would get a pretty favorable contract, right? You know, in her return to the league, especially considering how she missed time because she got locked up in Russia. But that's not what's going on here. So let's read here. After being detained for 10 months in Russia, Brittney Griner fulfilled the promise she made to play for the Phoenix Mercury again in the 2023 season. Griner, a 32-year-old free agent, signed a 1-year, $165,100 contract with the Mercury on Saturday, a source confirmed to ESPN. She'll return to the team that drafted her first overall in 2013 for a 10th season. Now, hold on. Brittney Griner is getting paid $165,000. 1-year deal, $165,000. So, in my opinion, this is kind of embarrassing. And the reason why is because it's not a max contract. But also at the same time, I got to admit, $165,000 for a WNBA player sounds like a lot, right? Especially consider how that league is subsidized by men, right? By the NBA. Maybe she shouldn't even be getting paid that, okay? Maybe she should be getting paid less than that. But I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of what she's getting paid to versus some of her colleagues, it's kind of low, right? Especially considering how, again, they were hooping and hollering about the gender pay gap, right? Brittney Griner don't get paid enough. This is why she had to go to Russia and get locked up. It's our fault, right? But when she gets back into the league, the Phoenix Mercury, for whatever reason, can't find a way to offer her a max contract where she can get paid more money, right? Ain't it amazing how that works? Okay. Again, I'm just saying, if you want her to get paid more money, you should start by paying her yourself, right? But apparently the Phoenix Mercury weren't willing to do that. The last time Griner stood up for the Mercury was in 2021 when she led them on an unexpected run to the WNBA Finals, which Phoenix lost to the Chicago Sky. She missed the 2022 WNBA season while in detention in Russia. Does anybody know who won the WNBA National Championship? I don't know, right? I don't know who won that. Griner had one of the best years of her career in 2021, averaging 20.5 points, 1.9 blocks, 2.7 assists, and career highs with 9.5 rebounds per game, 2.4 offensive rebounds, and a .846 free throw percentage. Wow, it's pretty good free throw percentage, right? I mean, that's pretty good even for the NBA. Again, I'm trying to figure out why she's not getting a max here, right? Seems to me like she should get a max contract. Hey, I don't know. So that being said, if you look here at the maximum numbers here, in 2023, you got 202,000. This is for the basic max. A super max would be 234,000. Which again, when you look at these numbers, it kind of sounds like a lot for a WNBA player. These are the top paid players in the WNBA, or they were. That was for the 2022 season. She didn't play in the 2022 season, so she's getting paid less now than she was before the 2022 season, right? In 2022, she was like 6th. Interesting, right? Interesting. Again, you would think that they would try to give her more. So obviously there was some reactions here on her contract. This person says, somewhat reluctant to mention the optics of Griner signing for less and Torrisi getting maximum. Parker took 100K. Others took less than max. This has been an interesting offseason. I don't like how they just disrespected my wife like that. Whoa. How did they not give her the super max? Apparently they're not woke enough. Me personally, I would have done everything in my power to ensure that BG was earning the super max and not any other player on the roster. But that's just me. So Torrisi gets the max at age 70 and Griner gets this. Yeah, apparently so, right? Apparently so. While Paul Whelan is still locked up in Russia. So I guess she's better off than Paul Whelan, right? So, hey, let me know what you guys think, right? I would have thought that Brittney Griner coming back, all that noise they made about how she's underpaid, that they would at the very least give her the max, okay? Give her a super max contract so that, she can avoid going back to a Russian prison, right? Because she ain't making enough here. But, hey, apparently not. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.